The Tyrannosaurus rex, also known as T-Rex, was a magnificent king among tyrant lizards, measuring 6 meters in height, 12 meters in length, and more than 7 tons in weight. You could try to avoid it, maybe even try to outrun it. But is that a daily battle you want to take on? A massive asteroid that was thought to have been 15 kilometers in diameter collided with Earth approximately 66 million years ago, releasing a force equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously. It was this apocalyptic event that caused almost 75% of all the plant and animal species on Earth to suddenly perish. The T-Rex, the most formidable terrestrial predator in history, was one of them. Being able to witness a T-Rex in person is a typical fantasy, as they are one of the most popular prehistoric species. But what if our wishes came true and the T-Rex was walking among us right now? Could mankind coexist with them and survive? Were T-Rex really as ferocious and merciless as they seem to be in television shows and films? Or would these enormous dinosaurs worry about us more than we would worry about them? In the modern world, T-Rex would probably be in risk of becoming extinct due to the relentless dangers brought about by humans, despite their terrifying reputation. As a result, T-Rex populations would drastically decline, and it's even feasible that they would have evolved to be smaller in size. It may be necessary to keep them in sanctuaries that resemble nature reserves as part of preservation efforts, as allowing them to roam freely would be dangerous for T-Rex and people alike. A T-Rex in its natural habitat would have to be on guard against poachers or hunters who'd be after the thrill and glory of taking down such a massive beast. But even if one were clever enough to keep a safe distance, a hungry T-Rex might unintentionally cross onto a farm or into a zoo in search of food. If you find it difficult to imagine a furious T-Rex tearing through your city, try imagining an upright bus with 2 legs, sharp teeth, and a maximum biting force of roughly 5,800 kilograms. It's not as though T-Rex would always be out hunting humans. According to scientific research, T-Rex may have preferred scavenging over aggressively pursuing prey. In contrast to other predators known for having keen vision, T-Rex had small, weak eyesight. This dinosaur also had arms that were notably smaller than its body overall, which made them useless for fighting off opponents. However, experts believe that T-Rex's brains had noticeably larger olfactory lobes, which may have made it easier for them to identify decaying carcasses from a distance. However, this enhanced sense of smell can unintentionally draw T-Rex toward urban meat processing plants or country ranches, which would probably result in disastrous consequences. A T-Rex could eat up to 230 kilograms of meat in a single bite, thus your livestock would swiftly diminish. If your goal is to protect them or just keep your home secure, you will never succeed in taking on a T-Rex without a weapon. If you didn't have one, your only option would be to flee in order to save your life. T-Rex was not a particularly fast creature. Some scientists estimate that its top speed was about 16 kilometers per hour. So, the best chance of survival would be to take cover in a thick forest where it would be difficult for them to move around. On the other hand, it would be possible to trip a T-Rex that is pursuing you, as these dinosaurs were top-heavy, which made it difficult for them to stand up if they fell. Naturally, if we kept them safely contained within wildlife reserves, we wouldn't have to worry about threatened livestock and outwitting T-Rex. To ensure that neither they nor us would get into difficulties due to their voracious appetites, we might build them sizable shelters and cultivate food for them. These sanctuaries would probably differ greatly from the portrayals in Jurassic Park because of the obvious drawbacks of such endeavors. Nevertheless, it is possible for humans and T-Rex to coexist together in an area that is well managed, furnished with enough room, food, and supervision. That being said, the T-Rex is only one species of dinosaur. However, the T-Rex is not the only kind of dinosaur. Could we also coexist with others? In your opinion, how different would the world be if dinosaurs never went extinct? Well, that's the topic for another What If video. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.